It's Morning Becomes Eclectic at 89.9 KCRW. Sia is our guest. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
How you going?
I've been a bit discombobulated.
Well, you're usually discombobulated in some way or another. What's the difference today?
It was a very early morning coming to visit with you, darling.
Well, we do appreciate it, you know that.
I love to come, and thank you for having me again after my last terrible outburst.
Yeah, you were pretty bad last time.
I apologize.
You were telling some really blue stuff, and I was just like sitting there going,
how do I recover from this? Apologies.
Well, you're very lucky that we invited you back, because other people have done that, and they ain't coming back, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Ed Harcourt.
Sorry times a million.
Never coming back, even though we love him. So, well, let's talk about what you've been up to since the last time we saw you. In fact, I think the last time I saw you was with 07, probably last year, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Did you record this record or write this record before or after that 07 stuff, or was it in process?
We wrote most of it before the 07 stuff and then recorded it after. We recorded it around Christmas.
Where did you do it?
We did it at our friend Joey's studio, or Joey Warnick. What's his studio called? The Bank? No.
The Bank.
Is it The Bank?
It's right here in Los Angeles.
It's in Burbank.
Yep.
And then we did a little bit of it at The Boat.
Yes.
Is that
Where's
right?
The Boat?
The Boat is like the Dust Brothers studio.
Oh,
is
okay.
that right?
All right.
Or it was in Silver Lake?
Yeah.
Was it?
So it's pretty much all done here in LA,
Yeah.
which is one of your favorite places. I know that.
Yeah.
So why do you live in New York now?
I made a bit of a mistake. I think I might have made a mistake. I thought it was in the middle of everything and it would be a good place to base myself if I was going to be touring the US and Europe and the UK. Then it would be a good idea to plonk myself in New York. Plus, it's so awesome. And I guess I gave myself the wrong impression. Or maybe not. Maybe it is awesome.
It is.
I think it is.
You're
it
just
definitely
not
is.
into
And
it yet.
It was just that I would go there at the end of a tour. We'd always end in New York and all my band and my friends would be at that last show and we would hang around for maybe a few extra days and we would have had the best time. It would be such a grand ending that I think I associated with those positive feelings. I think I associated those positive feelings with New York.
But you forgot that everybody then left after the party.
I don't have any
And you're just in
friends
New York
there.
on your own.
Yeah, I've got like 3 friends.
It's going to be okay. You'll find your people.
I think so.
Yeah. So let's talk about the songs on this record and talk about, I guess, the attention that you were getting after the last album when 6 Feet Under went and put that song at the end of the series. And all of a sudden, from not being known here in the States, everybody's like, who's that girl? Who sang that song? A nice bit of attention, right? The album finally came out in the States because until then, the last one hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah, I often say that resuscitated my career.
Which is, kind of ironic when you
I
think
was flopping.
But everybody died in the TV show.
Yeah.
But you were resuscitated.
Yes, I was.
So I thought it was funny. So I'm imagining that gave you a profile that, up until then here in the States, you could have only dreamed of.
Yeah, totally. It was amazing. It was magic pants because I was considering going into dog rescuing or
making jewelry.
Yeah, like squeezing out pups, that
Careful.
sort of thing. Just settling down.
Right, exactly.
And so...
but you got the opportunity to make another record.
I did. And also I realised you don't actually need to be successful to make music and put out music these days because record companies are kind of becoming obsolete.
Well, that's interesting that you mentioned that because we were talking a little bit earlier on about when this record's coming out. First of all, we should say it's called Some People Have Real Problems.
Yeah.
Anybody in particular that refers to?
Well, I was just saying that, I'm pretty privileged and I have to just try and make sure that I'm responsible and that I make sure that I don't, start complaining about things like rich people's problems, the cleaner Mr. Spot.
Luxury problems,
yeah.
as we like to call them.
That sort of thing, because, there are people who don't have any legs or whatever, they don't have any food.
Of course.
And
so you were just relating to the fact that you're very lucky.
We were complaining during any of the recording process. If anyone would complain, the running gag was, some people have real problems.
Exactly. We're in a studio making music.
Yeah.
And possibly getting paid for it. I don't know if you guys got your checks yet or not. Okay.
I pay them in kind.
Okay. So the album is actually going to be coming out in the States next year.
Yeah, but you can download it. It's been leaked.
It's been leaked.
Yeah.
So that means you can go get it for free now?
Yeah, if you want.
But wouldn't you rather somebody give you a couple of bucks like they do with Radiohead or something?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But I figure if they decide they like it, they'll buy it anyway.
Get the music out there.
It'd be nice to me.
So how's it coming out next year? Because we're just
I think it
referencing
might come out in a coffee shop or something, and maybe like a few coffee shops, maybe some record stores, and
a coffee shop chain,
iTunes.
potentially.
Yeah, and maybe some coffees.
With thousands
maybe if you
of
want a coffee, you could buy my
stores.
record.
Oh, that's great. It's a new way of getting music out there as the retail environment has completely shifted.
I think it's the only place people get out of their cars.
In Los Angeles, anyway. And actually, you don't have to get out of your car to go get coffee in Los Angeles
Don't
anymore.
you?
No, I'll tell you where all the drive-thrus are.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
You're kicking off a tour right now. Tell us what's going on for the rest of the year.
I played last night. Right, I'm trying.
Last night. Well, of course, by the time we run this, yeah. And then you're playing tonight.
In San Francisco at the Fillmore.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then what?
Then I don't really know. Like sometimes when people ask me, email me, my friends, I just have to go on my MySpace page and have a look at when I'm playing and then get back to them.
See what's going on.
Yeah, because David, who's my like manager, he's pretty amazing, and he'll ring me the night before and tell me what I'm doing the next day.
You have to get up at 6. You have to get on it.
Your car will be there at like, I'm sorry, Sia, your car will be there at 7. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But
Right.
it's really important you get there on time because they'll just cancel the session otherwise.
But at least you don't have to get on a bus,
Exactly.
you know?
Although I like the bus because you can sleep on the bus.
Not in this town.
Oh, you mean that bus?
I'm talking about getting a
See,
bus from the
rich people's
hotel.
problems.
Exactly.
The tour bus.
Everything goes around full circle. But there's a couple of weeks touring in the States, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to go all the way over to the east side, back to New York.
So you'll be able to stay in your apartment.
Yep.
And then Europe?
Yeah, then I think I'm just going to do the UK, and then I'm going to come back, have Crimbo here,
That's Christmas for those people who don't understand Australian.
and then I think we're going to do another American one, and then go to Europe. That's the plan.
And for information on you, obviously, go to the MySpace page.
Yeah.
You'll be finding out at the same time as Sia does what's going on.
We can be online together.
And is
virtually.
there a website, your own website?
Yeah, it's siamusic.net.
Okay.
I will dance for you on there.
And then, well, you were dancing for me earlier.
Yeah, I liked it.
I was so disappointed that people couldn't see it because you were actually dancing while I was playing your song, dancing to your own song.
I know. Well, see, a lot of people like that. I don't really. It takes us about 2 or 3 hours to write a song, and all those songs on this album take like maybe a couple of hours to write, and then I try not to really ever listen to them again, like unless I'm singing them or unless there's something really important to do, like horns or strings or anything. Otherwise, everyone's just so amazing. The players, that they just take care of what needs doing, and that way, then it doesn't become tedious, and I don't get sick of them, and I can still enjoy them and get down.
Which you're doing right now.
Yeah, I was remembering.
But you know, this is actually on video right now, so.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, well, listen, hopefully we'll see you back next year when the album comes out.
Thank you for having me
Officially.
back again.
Our pleasure, and we're going to throw it back to Sia with the band and another set of music. When we come back, of course, we already gave away the tickets to the show last night, but we do have some copies of the CD, some advanced copies of the CD, because we don't actually have the new one yet.
Lady Croissant,
Yeah.
because that's only for downloading.
I have one. Yeah. In the meantime, go look for it illegally, and then when it comes out in your favorite coffee chain, whichever one that might be, then go buy it then.